we're going to switch gears here and talk about local transportation issues and not even airport issues, but rather roadway issues. And we're joined in the studio by Kelly Hitchcock with the Central Virginia Planning District Commission. Kelly, welcome back to the program.
Oh, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to be here.
We always like to talk to you about what you guys are doing to improve safety on area roadways. And so you guys have the Central Virginia Safety Action Plan. And there's going to be a big summit tomorrow at the Lynchburg Regional Business Alliance to kind of talk about this. But tell us about the Central Virginia Safety Action Plan.
The Safety Action Plan is looking at ways to reduce serious and fatal accidents throughout our planning area. We receive funding. It's part of the Safe Streets and Roads for All USDA program, and it's to look at serious and fatal accidents. So we know where accidents have taken place, and we're focused on serious and fatal accidents because that's about fatal accidents. Obviously, someone has been killed, and serious accidents are those accidents where at least one person in the accident has been sent to a hospital. And so that's what the focus is. And we are looking at a myriad of strategies to reduce what are essentially 11 different accident incidences. Some accidents have where seniors are maybe involved or youth drivers. Unfortunately, some include impaired drivers. Some accidents have bicyclists or pedestrians. Some accidents are a function of road departures and speeding. Some are a function of lighting incidents. And some accidents are a function of where someone has been a fatality where they weren't wearing a safety restraint. And so each of those various type of accidents require a different strategy to consider how do you reduce those accidents. To give an example, and also accidents take place at an intersection. And so if someone has chose to drive impaired, that solution and that accident wasn't a function of a roadway design. Some accidents at an intersection, whereas maybe it's been a pedestrian or bicyclist, are there opportunities to maybe look at different design options? We're doing that as well. We have consultants that will be looking at priority or cluster accident locations. So the Safety Summit, and people can still register for that. They can go to cvsafestreets.com. You go to that website. That's the Safety Action Plan website, and you can see where you can register. It's free. The event tomorrow is from 9 to noon. The doors open at 8:30, so we'll have continental breakfast kind of thing. And we really just welcome the public to come share with us what they are experiencing. Because while we have accident data, and which can also be seen on our website as well, we actually have a dashboard, and people can go to that dashboard and you can see where accidents take place. But we all know we've all unfortunately experienced near misses, or we know where we have seen someone go through a red light. And so it's an opportunity where we've taken information from folks about that as well, because part of this study is let's eliminate safety problems before there's a dot on a map. And that's what this is about. And it's really looking at everything. I was really stricken by this statistic. 51% of the accidents that involve senior drivers take place at an intersection. So it becomes, how can we maybe provide education and outreach strategies to support moving through intersections in a safe way,
right?
And all of these.
Or maybe
things.
It's a lighting issue. Maybe people, if you don't see quite as well, and so you improve lighting at the intersection. As you mentioned, somebody who's driving drunk, there's not a whole lot you can do about how to make the road more conducive. But there could be some things that could be done, because we've all been there. You're in a situation you think, man, that's just an accident waiting to happen. And maybe you didn't get in an accident, but you're thinking, wow, that's a dangerous intersection. The one. All right, I'm at CV. I'm at the website again.
It's cvsafestreets.com.
Okay, and then I went to the little dashboard, and I'm looking at where the accidents are, and I'm trying to navigate this because there are a lot of dots on this map.
So what you would want to do, if K, you see the accidents there. You'll see K, A, C. K
Right.
are, unfortunately, that represents,
Killed.
right? And A are serious accidents. So you can isolate
Okay.
and you can see that those dots. And so we're not, it's not that we're not interested in the C accidents, or O represents an accident like a fender bender, right? They're obviously important accidents, but the focus of this is really looking at reducing people going to the
serious
the
ones.
serious
Yeah.
accidents. Something that we heard a lot we had focus groups, and we heard a lot of people. This really struck me. This sort of things. In Appomattox County, one of the biggest concerns is on 460. Right, a lot of parents and kids are riding buses down 460 to get to school. Well, they have to stop those buses all along 460 to pick up kids, and bus drivers talk about people flying down the road, right? And so that's an education and an outreach, and maybe it is also some lighting where we know a lot of kids are being picked up. So we're really looking at just a myriad of strategies. And again, our consultants at the Safety Summit will present a lot of the data. We'll show where some of the type of accidents. We'll also hear what we heard from residents throughout the region. Here's areas where we have concern. Here's where our key challenges are. And then we start developing strategies. And the Safety Action Plan, we will have that draft plan for the public to review and provide comments. It should be out. We're in the April-May timeframe, and then we'll be taken out through all the localities to hopefully adopt the plan.
And yeah, it looks at the different, like, fatal accidents, whether it was impaired driving, a pedestrian, it involves speeding at an intersection, and sometimes it is more than one of these factors. Sometimes it's several of these factors.
Exactly, and we'll have all that data there. They're the 11 emphasis factors. Pardon me. And I also want to point out that the Safety Action Plan, right, the strategies in a rural area might be different than the strategies in the urban area, the city of Lynchburg. So also at the Safety Summit, we have another study that's taken place. It's the Lynchburg Multimodal Plan, lynchburgmultimodalplan.com. And that is looking specifically at the city of Lynchburg to expand alternative safe walking, biking, access to transit. And so we have a consultant that's working on that. And that consultant will be at the Safety Summit as well, because obviously we're looking at where serious accidents have taken place in the city of Lynchburg. And also overlapping with that study, where do we need to make safe connections? So obviously the strategies for safety in an urban area have there's some factors that are different than in the rural areas, especially as you relate to pedestrians and cyclists and access to transit.
Wow. Looking at this map looking at some of the red dots, and where they're like clusters of little red dots, and I'm sure that those are, oh my goodness, some of the areas that you guys are looking at closely. Why then there have been so many fatalities in these.
A lot of them right in the middle of Lynchburg and on 460.
Yeah. I don't know about the school bus, man. I saw a school bus the other day, and that thing was decked out in red lights on the side of it. Like the red lights outlined the sides of the bus. In addition, I'm used to a bus. It stops and the little stop sign comes out, and it has some flashing lights on it. But now these buses look like a Christmas tree. Is that one of the new, Kelly? I just noticed it. It
really is a function of a lot of the safety. And one thing that you can go to our, you can see on the website, and this is it's an interesting statistic where you can see the table there, where the incidence of serious accidents have been reduced in our area. And that is a function of the great work that USDOT and local VDOT in improving safety standards. We all know you're going down 460 or 29, and you hear that right? Those little lines, right? They were put on the road because when you go over them, you it's meant to
you
alert.
wake up.
You wake up.
Well, you
exactly.
don't want a roadway departure.
Well, those take place. Those rumble strips in the middle of the road. It's because that intersection often had accidents, and where they're located, so that those are the types of strategies, countermeasures that have resulted in a reduction of serious accidents.
So it slows people down before. Is that the goal
Or
to
if
get
you
them
take
to
what
the
they did
before?
with Waterlick and Timberlake, there's space between, so you can see everything much better. Like that.
It's to alert, right?
Right,
When you go over this, everyone knows you kind of your shoulders go back and you take a posture, and it's because those intersections, those are safety countermeasures, and so you can see that that's where engineering and evaluating intersections and road departures and these type of things are resulting in reduction of accidents. Serious and fatal accidents, they're up and down, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a different set of considerations.
Yeah.
Again, some of it being education. And
The summit is tomorrow at the Lynchburg Regional Business Alliance, and
open to anyone, free event.
all the data will be there, crash statistics, all this information Kelly's been talking about, and then will people be kind of sharing strategies, giving ideas?
It'll be an interactive, yes, where the consultants will give examples of types of strategies, and people can say, hey, I think that might work in our area. And so it'll really be an interactive. We'll have breakout. We'll look at maps.
Very good. It's going on tomorrow. And give the website one more time, Kelly.
It's Central Virginia. It's cvsafestreets.com. If you go that, the first thing you'll see is you can register for the Safety Summit. And then for those that are interested in the city of Lynchburg, we also have the Lynchburg Multimodal Plan, which is a longer plan that will be completed in the fall of this year. The Safety Action Plan, that draft plan will come out in the spring of this year.
Kelly Hitchcock, that means we'll be talking to you again soon. We appreciate it. Have a
look
great
forward to
summit
it.
tomorrow. SafeStreetsCV.com. Is that right?
cvsafestreets.com.
I'm having a hard time with this website. cvsafestreets.com. Thanks, Kelly. We'll be right back.
Thank you.